And welcome, one and all, to the No Assembly Required podcast, a podcast where we talk about nothing and attempt to entertain you. A futile endeavor that we do every Thursday at 7 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. And now your trio of hosts, starting with Romina with the good hair, followed by Audrey, TikTok on the clock, Ember, and of course your dark lord of the internet himself, the one and only Roberto Blake, the Sith Lord of YouTube. Welcome to No Something Required podcast, filmed in front of a live YouTube audience. Please like, subscribe, and review.
Amazing. You managed to fit, I don't know how many CTAs into that intro.
All about the CTAs.
So many CTAs. I think that our listeners won't know what to do.
As always.
Yeah, if you don't leave our podcast confused and questioning
Dazed and
everything about your
Dazed,
life.
That's the whole
confused, and
point of
questioning
listening to
your
our
life.
podcast.
Yes. Yeah. So so we're actually talking about TikTokers. What'd they do now?
What didn't
I
they
don't want
do?
to talk about. I don't want to talk about TikTokers specifically.
Didn't they all lose to YouTubers with the exception of Deji and the YouTube
that
versus
is
TikTok
true.
boxing? Like
Is this what's
YouTubers
happening
almost
right now?
swept the entire thing. Deji let us down, disappointed us. We always had a clean sweep.
Rip.
Just
Yep, I
Deji,
agree.
the disappointment. Next time he's in a boxing match. Next time he's in a
No.
Deji, the disappointment, a legende. Yeah.
Oh,
that's,
God.
Sorry, Deji, and
Wow.
I'm actually a fan. So, but man, you can't be letting us down like that. You got to rep Team YouTube, man. Come on.
I
I feel like the
TikToker.
nerves got to him, or just the
TikTokers.
stress.
I don't know. He gave Jake Paul a good fight, and then I mean,
I know he
Jake
could.
Paul
I think he could have beat him if he had done the
trained
proper
like his brother.
training. Yeah.
Trained like his brother. Yeah, maybe he that's like the closest Jake Paul has ever come to taking an L in boxing was Deji Alejandre. Like that's insane. That's great. That's amazing.
It just proves that he wasn't trying his best last time.
Who?
I wonder, Deji. I wonder if
Okay.
it was like a self-doubt thing, because I feel like he's just holding himself back.
Well, it was that, and it was the lack of training. It was that. That's all.
But
It
that
was
contributes. Why didn't he train enough?
I don't know. I'm just.
It's not like he didn't have a trainer or anything. I don't know.
He had the resources. He had every reason. He had maybe it was a lack of reason. Maybe it was a lack of drive. But you would have thought that after the whole Jake Paul thing, this would have been like kind of everyone championed him on how much heart he had in that fight, and that's great, and he did. But it's like this would have been his redemption if he just could have brought home the W. It's like
Right.
just
I mean, I'm all for friendly competition, guys.
I'm all for punching people in the mouth.
Wow. All right. That
Okay.
escalated. I mean, we're not.
Boxing is-
Let's do
Roberto.
Wait,
We
Romina,
aren't
I have
even
an
5
idea.
minutes in.
Let's do Romina versus Roberto.
No,
Wait,
box-
why?
why?
Why are you trying to turn us against
Why-
each other?
Yeah.
I just want to be there on the sidelines cheering for both of you guys at the same time.
You got
Be
a
very-
twisted
I
sense
know, right?
of entertainment. Like, what is?
Yeah,
Not like an
seriously.
intense one. The ones with the
No,
huge
send
gloves.
us together against somebody
Yeah,
else.
man, we're a
Have
team.
you guys seen those boxing things with like the ginormous gloves?
I think I have.
Yes.
That's
yes.
what I'm picturing in my head.
I'd be down for that. I'd absolutely be down for that. It's row versus row.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our branding. That's it. We're gonna make logos. It's gonna be. That's
I can
actually
see
not a
it
bad
already.
idea. That's not a bad idea if we actually do a video like that, right?
We can
And then
create
make it
fake
seem like
drama,
it's like
and
a
then you guys show up with your
pay-per-view.
giant boxing gloves.
We could actually make like an entire satire video of like YouTubers who turn to boxing.
Oh, we joined YouTube box.
We joined the
oh,
YouTube
or
the
no,
YouTube boxing
YouTube-
ranks.
YouTube-
yeah, but not
YouTube
for real. We
boxing.
use
No,
the
YouTube boxing expectations versus reality.
Yes.
YouTube
Yeah.
YouTube boxing in real life.
right, and then it's just us
That's hilarious.
training, and then we end up doing the big gloves boxing at the
Like
end.
the whole video is super serious and high production.
Right.
And
And then Audrey will direct it.
Well,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
like, oh, and the thing is,
I'll be the
I'm
ref
gonna-
too.
And yeah, and the thing is, it's gonna be rigged just like the real thing. It's gonna be rigged
Wow.
just like the real
It's
thing.
basically
'Cause I'm gonna-
WWE, right?
'cause I'm gonna take
Because
a
you're gonna
dive.
lose.
I'm gonna take a dive, and I'm gonna make all that coin.
Wow. Are you serious? Okay, so you
Yeah.
think that if we were to really do this, that you would lose?
It's gonna, because I'm gonna take a dive, and I'm gonna like bet against myself, and I'm gonna make all the coin.
All right.
I'm gonna rig. I'm gonna set up an entire situation.
Wait, don't. I could have bet on Romina then and won a lot of money.
Still can, Ember. You still can.
Everyone here got the inside scoop.
But that's it. See, only our No Assembly Required fans, like only they
Only
will
they
be in
know.
on, and then
Mhm.
everyone else just gets fleeced on the bet. Yeah, that's what they get for gambling. It's a learning moment. It's a teachable moment.
We actually do an Uno reverse, and it's Romina who loses.
It's like, yep,
Now they
I
never
mean-
know.
yeah, teachable moment.
You know,
Don't gamble, kids.
y'all think I'm joking.
I would do it.
I would do it.
I'm down. We can make
I
fake
would
drama
do
on the
it.
podcast. Oh my god.
Ah.
Except the only problem is we've talked about it live.
No, see, that's why we don't make fake drama on the podcast. We just we don't say anything.
Hmm.
We
We
just
could,
hype up.
oh my god, it could be over your domain.
Oh, God. I was
The
gonna
one
forget.
domain that was bought.
You re-upped it. She was gonna forget.
Romina
Oh
walks out.
no,
like,
no.
her
I never
outfit
forget.
Just has the domain on it.
Romina
Yeah,
never forgets.
and you know what? We get
Romina
like
never
GoDaddy or Hover to sponsor the fight. That's
OnlyFans.
what we do. I get one of these
Oh.
domain registrars to be my sponsor for the fight.
It could be GoDaddy versus what's another one?
Hover.
So Roberto can be Hover.
No,
and you
whoever
can be
pays the best
GoDaddy.
affiliate. No, whoever pays the best.
Yeah,
affiliate
whoever's got the best commission.
Whoever
Oh,
comes with the
God.
bag. Whoever comes with the bag can be the.
Guys, this made me like the best idea we've ever had.
Wait, could we just get Honey to sponsor it?
Could we get who to sponsor?
Honey,
Oh,
Probably.
they'll sponsor anything.
I mean, we could
Yeah.
probably. Wow, we don't not throwing shade or anything, but
Have you seen? the
when
stuff
you're
they
desperate,
sponsor?
you're desperate.
You see oh, sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. We can finally truly be sellouts. Like, yeah, let's
I
go.
love that game.
Sponsored
What are you
by
talking
Raid
about?
Shadow Do you really?
No.
Oh wow!
Do you realize? You know what would? Oh, I just have the most brilliant idea for someone who actually wants to start
A
YouTube
brilliant
gaming
beyond
channel.
brilliant idea.
Yes, if someone wants to start a YouTube gaming channel, just actually
Play
review
Raid Shadows.
and do gameplay and review, and whether it's legit or roast Raid Shadow Legends and Genshin Impact, everything that is sponsored, every mobile app game that is sponsoring YouTubers, Tankor, this way, whatever it is. Always be on the lookout for all of these video games that sponsor YouTube videos, and then you do reviews and you do videos about those and you roast them, and you can do a tier list of the worst ones, and you straight up just go in. You just go in. And that's
Dude, I
and
would
that will get
definitely do
views.
that on stream too.
And that will get views. And that will get
Streaming
views.
the most promoted games.
Yeah, it's
Do they
like,
suck? Question mark.
it's like reviewing every game that YouTubers have ever shilled. That's the title of a video.
That's a good idea.
It's like, yeah.
Some
it's like,
gamer should take this.
or it's like, sorry, again,
Watching.
it's like roasting Raid Shadow Legends, the trilogy.
Are you giving away our ideas for free?
I'm giving
Yeah, we're
away
really
free-
just dropping bombs right
I'm
now.
giving away free content
These-
right now.
We see a fake boxing match pop up with the giant gloves. We'll be like,
I'm
get
gonna
the
be
lawyers.
so angry, guys. I'm gonna be so angry. I will literally fly to LA to make this video happen. Do they have
Why
giant
LA?
gloves there? Well,
yeah, we
because
should go to like Florida where it's cheaper to rent out a huge stadium.
hey, I mean, I'll go anywhere. I'm just saying I will go to the ends of the earth to make this happen. That's what
We
I'm
don't really
saying.
need a stadium. We just need a.
No, we
gotta
don't need a
make it look
stadium. We
Cool. It
No,
has
you
to
wanna
look
make
Right.
it-
Audrey
no.
wants to go
You
big.
don't-
Audrey
you want
wants
it to
like a
be-
10.
We
a
can put
$10,000
VFX
No,
spectators.
we rent a bouncy house.
Mm,
We rent a
You
bouncy
want to
house.
do
And put
the
it in a
giant boxing
stadium.
gloves inside of. She said, put the bouncy house in a stadium.
yeah.
She still
instead
wants
of-
the stadium, Roberto.
I feel like we need to make it feel real, you know.
No, yeah, no, I agree with that. I think that if we're gonna
I
do
want to
it,
make it as absurd as possible.
yeah, but it still has to look like the production value has to look like we're serious about it, right? Like we actually sold tickets.
No, we don't. We just do it like an old school H3 video. We just do it like an old school H3 video. We just make it
God.
absurd.
Look, we have an
Okay, all
offer.
right, all right.
already.
He's thinking more practically, and I agree with Roberto in the sense of thinking about it practically. I think we do whatever it is that we have to do in order to do the video. I
There
mean,
you
getting
go.
a stadium is a little bit out of reach, unless we had a huge sponsor, right?
And
Like,
even then, the logistics of that are a nightmare. And I'd like, if we were gonna do anything like that, we'd want to do it for something that actually we really want to be proud of, and like it'd
Right.
probably be completely different. Like,
Are you saying you wouldn't be proud of this video?
compared to us hosting
Also,
our own award
guys,
show,
wait a second. We haven't
compared to us
answered.
hosting our own award show?
Wait, award show.
Oh, right. Wait. Rewind. First of all, where's this boxing video going to live? What channel is this going
that's
on?
a fair point.
Because it ain't going
Roberto's.
on your channel.
No,
It's
It might
the
go on
I would
exact
watch
type
it on
of
my channel
content.
anyway. No one would watch it on my channel.
I would
It might
definitely
go-
post it on mine.
I mean, it might go on
Dude,
Audrey
you know
just
what we
because
do?
she directed it.
We make a TikTok about it.
But okay, all right, hold on. We can also post it as an original, a NARP original.
Ooh,
Hmm.
a NARP original. We're
It's not
turning
bad.
into a production company.
That's not the worst idea.
I mean, no assembly required is a great name
No assembly
for a
required.
video. What is
Productions.
that
Yeah.
noise?
Sounds like
Sounds
a
like a
child.
baby is being spanked. What is that?
It's probably my chair. Right? Hold on.
Your chair is
Sure,
crying
sure.
and
That's
sobbing.
what they
I
all
won't
say.
move.
Your
That's what they
chair
all say.
is doing this whole sorrow.
I can do it again. Hold on.
I'm sure you can.
It's not.
I'm
doing
sure
it
you can,
anymore.
Audrey. All right, hold on a second. So let's backtrack here because I do want to bring in the TikTok, which Audrey so smoothly segued into it, and I just completely glazed over.
I
it
tried,
because-
Romina, and you didn't go with it.
I mean, all right. Before we started this, before we went live, you were showing me your mic setup, and
Yes.
because you just bought an arm for your desk, and I was looking into getting an arm, but I didn't really understand like the practicality of it. Like I see Roberto's practicality because he does a lot of live streams and he does a lot of like coaching calls and stuff like that, like constantly. So I understood that, and then when I asked you, you said that you were doing like Zoom calls and like recording narration for your videos and also for NARP as well. And so I understood after you explained what your applications were, because I really couldn't see like, why would I need to have that arm there all the time, right?
Mhm.
And then you mentioned TikTok. So what's the idea of like having the arm? Like what's the formula
It's
here
literally the same reason. It's for recording voiceover
for your TikToks?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you
Yeah, if you're
thinking
gonna
here?
do voice
what
acting, it makes sense. If you're gonna do voice acting,
Can you share a little bit of like what you're thinking in regards to TikTok without like
All right, here's
spoiling-
why I brought it up, because it was kind of random when we were asking for like video or podcast ideas. I was on a shoot a couple days ago, and there was this girl there who was like is a stylist or something, and she went viral on TikTok. She wasn't a stylist; she's like probably a little bit younger than me, and she went viral on TikTok where she like reviews people's or would like suggest outfits to popular influencers basically and like style them. And talking to her was interesting, and she kind of went viral through that like series. And now she's like signed to an agency as a stylist, and she's going to, she's collabing with a bunch of other TikTokers, styling them, and like she's also an influencer, so you know, she kind of makes content out of it at the same time, which I thought was cool. And I don't know, I was just like talking to her and talking to the other guy I was shooting for, who's a YouTuber and also does TikTok stuff sometimes. And I don't know, this has kept happening where I feel like a lot of the upcoming big influencers are all originating on TikTok, and then they kind of grow from there onto other platforms.
This happened in 2015, 2016.
With like, what's it called? Vine, right?
Yeah,
same type of thing.
It's the same thing.
And I'm kind of an outsider. Like, I have friends who do TikTok. Like, Elliot has told me 50 billion times that I should be on TikTok. And like, I get it. He got a good job out of that. We keep trying to bring
him back to YouTube. Well,
I know, but he's not really going to, and he doesn't have to, because, well, first of all, his interests are different, but he also got a lot of opportunities through TikTok. But one of the biggest things, he's also
more money consistently on YouTube.
I know, but he doesn't want to do like social media really in general. But the biggest thing that he's learned from like TikTok is the friends that he's made and like the other influencers that he's met. And I think that's really cool. I think there is even though I'm not a huge fan of the TikTok culture. I just don't necessarily like a lot of the big creators. I still think there's kind of like, there's different sides of TikTok. And I think there are sides of TikTok that allow for like cool collaboration and for people to get their name out there and turn stuff into careers.
You're at the age and you're in the right healthy place values wise, young Ember, where I could advise you to go in hard on TikTok and lean into that. Okay. Because you have the right values, you have the right values. You'll like cut off toxic people that want to use you.
I could go on a tangent about this.
And it'd be good for you for networking and opportunity and outreach and meeting people for the other things you want to do, especially with you wanting to create her and a movement and things like that. I think it'd be great for you. My ass is too old for TikTok. I'm gonna post and ghost. I'm gonna post and ghost stuff. I'm gonna probably like just have stuff produced and do basically what Gary Vee does. But the reality is I'm too old for that culture, and Gen Z doesn't give a shit about anything I have to say.
I mean, I don't know if that's completely true.
My values are outdated.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think because like, I don't know. It was just super. I feel like I've been pushing back against it for a long time because I've always been like, I like long form content better, and I do. But I don't know. I think there's like, okay, for example, when I was talking to like, I was just helping shoot, so I was just kind of overhearing everything that they were talking about. And this guy I was shooting for is a pretty big YouTuber, and he was giving advice to the girl who just kind of blew up on TikTok about how to convert her type of content onto YouTube. And I don't know, it's stuff like that where it's just like, oh yeah, you can take the things that is happening like on TikTok and your sort of style and either keep it as short form content on there or also transfer it over. Here's another thing. All right, here's another thing that I heard about
Shorts is also a thing that exists.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I have another thing I learned about TikTok. I edit for this guy who's a YouTuber, okay? He posted, I think I can probably say his name. I know him more. He made a video where he tried cooking a chicken by slapping it, and it went viral on TikTok. Like over, I don't even know. It had like over 2 million likes on there. Mm-hmm. And he divided it into different parts. And I was asking him like how his channel kind of got started. And he said it was because one of the big things that really like made it take off was there was no click-through rate on TikTok itself, but it was the people who recognized like the title and thumbnail and the basic idea of the video, who were just browsing on YouTube, who like made the video start to get recommended and just take off. And now the video on YouTube has like over 10 million, I think, as well.
The casual audience on YouTube of just clicking something interesting, that in a vapid, very shallow way, is the entire secret to the YouTube algorithm. And I keep saying it, that it's the homepage, it's not search, it's not even the recommended suggested videos along the sidebar that everyone keeps thinking it is. That can help. But the main thing is, if you can win on the YouTube homepage randomly, and it's not like YouTube doesn't send, if you're a new YouTuber, if you're a small YouTuber, it does like help you as far as the homepage. That's why again, on my music channel I only have 1,000 subscribers, and I had less than that when one of my videos went big. It went, and big for what a music channel is. It's 13,000 views with less than 1,000 subscribers. That's practically viral for that size. Like, you've exceeded the audience you could possibly have. 13,000 views, and it's a music loop. So it's like, and it's if you guys see it, it's purely people randomly clicked on it.
Yeah.
Speaking of this kind of engagement or performance, someone on Twitter responded to my tweet earlier talking about like introducing NARP's episode topic for today. And she says she posted her first TikTok yesterday, and she generated over 1,000 views. And it was a bench press video, and she sent me a link to it, and she's only got 5 followers. So I guess it's kind of, that to me is like one of the things that I think turns a lot of people on and off from TikTok, because like you go on and this girl, for example, like she's got over 1,000 views on her very first TikTok ever. Like, you join a platform, you put something out, and it gets 1,000 views within the first day. That's like what is that exactly does that mean? You know?
Yeah.
Like, is it really 1,000 views?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think, like, again, Elliot as an example, I know for a fact that like he went kind of viral. What was it, like almost 2 years ago now?
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't really make much money compensation off of TikTok directly, like itself, like the creator fund or brand deals, right?
Right.
But it did lead to other things and lead to connections, which have made him money. So I think that's been a big hesitation for me to not go into TikTok, because first of all, I didn't really see how I could convert my existing content over, or anything that I really wanted to, like, I didn't really have a calling to make any specific type of videos over there because they're so short form and I prefer long form content. If I had an idea that was like more fun, I'd probably do it just for fun, but I didn't. So the goal would have been to just convert my pre-existing content. And then the question was, well, I don't like, what do TikTok followers even mean? Like, if a video gets 1 million views on TikTok and you get paid nothing, like, what's the point of putting time into that as a creator? But now I feel like I'm starting to learn more about, because unless you're like a huge creator, like over 1 million, it's kind of hard to.
I can make the same argument about YouTube.
Yeah, that's true, but I feel like YouTube is
tenth of a penny per view.
That's true. But like, you can get more brand deals and stuff on YouTube, but I guess that's probably also starting to catch up.
Instagram you can get paid better brand deals while being smaller than YouTube pays.
That's true.
But I think the thing
and Instagram doesn't even pay you in ad money, not yet anyway.
Yeah. The thing about Twitter versus YouTube is that, like, on YouTube we have, if a video does
TikTok
get
versus YouTube?
Yeah, TikTok. What did I say?
Twitter.
Oh. TikTok versus YouTube is that if you do get that amount of views, it might translate to subscribers. I mean, depending on the kind of content that you're posting, like, consistently, but
it might be followers on TikTok. But like, if you look at some of the biggest TikTokers who just post like a random vlog on YouTube, they have less than
even
10K.
The people who try to craft the same thing that their TikTok audience likes on YouTube, they can't even do it.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Like, there's plenty of people who have millions of like,
and that's why so like, to go back to the stylist example, she was saying that she did like, yeah, so that's been like one of the reasons why I don't like TikTok, because it's like, how do you convert? It's hard to convert stuff. But then when she was talking to this YouTuber guy, he gave her the idea of doing like a challenge where she would find a stranger and style them for like under $100.
That makes sense for a YouTube audience.
Exactly.
He's smart because he's telling her. The problem is people thinking that what people like to watch on TikTok is what they would like to watch on YouTube. And that only applies to YouTube Shorts, in which case you can just make short form content and post it in all the short form platforms and be done with it.
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, Reels, TikTok, Triller for all I care, like whatever, right? Fleets, do it all. Oh, Pinterest stories now, right? Do it all.
Wait, there's Pinterest stories?
Yeah.
So, God.
So like, I'm fine with that, but you can't just, I'm big on TikTok, so I'll go to YouTube. It doesn't work. It might for Instagram, similar-ish culture, but YouTube's culture and TikTok's culture are vastly different. The content platform's vastly specialized. Same thing with, I'm big on Twitch, I'll just go to YouTube, or I'm big on YouTube, I'll just go to Twitch. It does not work that way. Cultures are different, platforms are different. People don't respect that, and that's kind of what bothers me, unless you're making platform agnostic content to begin with. Unless you're basically making a TV show that gets chopped up and ported and bootlegged to all the platforms anyway.
Which is, a minority of people whose content can do that. Like, I think the
Nelk
chicken slap video would be an example.
Nelk could do it, for example.
Yeah.
But they're an exception. They're like top tier. You're like, shout out to Nelk. But
KDX in the chat asks, is TikTok redefining what it means to be viral?
Kind of. There's TikTok viral, and then there's like TikTok viral, in my opinion, is not as legitimate as YouTube viral. And that's no disrespect to TikTokers. That's no disrespect to TikTokers. It's just that because there's no barrier to entry, that's what attracts people to TikTok. But that's also what makes it less valuable, is that theoretically any random person can go viral on TikTok. That's the appeal of it. But from a brand and sponsor standpoint, speaking as somebody from the industry side of the house, that has the interest or value to me as a brand, to be honest with you, especially if can you do it again? Can you do it again? In no predictable, consistent pattern. I'd much rather sponsor one of Audrey's playing with fire videos, where she recreates, something that a famous creator has done. I'd rather sponsor that than, hope that some TikToker goes viral and knowing that no one's going to really care about my brand or buy my thing because they saw it in somebody's TikTok.
Yeah.
James in the chat, James Rath says, TikTok has been wild. I posted a travel doc to YouTube. It got a few thousand views. Cut up some scenes from it and made them vertical, and they've collectively gotten over 850,000 views. Yep.
I mean, that's one of the things I like about TikTok is that I think there's a lot of content that maybe would have worked back in the day on YouTube that is less searchable, if that makes sense, that does organically better on TikTok because it's just good and attention grabbing, basically. And that's appealing to me. Now? I think so. Is it?
Y'all were saying it was low. Is it better now?
I can't hear you, Romina.
Oh, sorry. I was muted.
Oh. Is it better now?
I think that it is.
I've amped it up, so I think it's better now.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what was I saying?
We're talking about the comparison of views on TikTok to YouTube.
Oh, yeah. And the type
of
content
OG content. Old content. Yeah.
And I think, here's the thing with TikTok that I think is beneficial and why I am interested in going over there and focusing on it more is because, for example, if I make a video where I make a short film for the first time with no budget, all right, I'm just saying something random. That's going to be hard to go anywhere on YouTube without a huge pre-existing audience, right? Unless I clickbait the shit out of it, which I don't want to do.
Right.
But it could potentially do well on TikTok if I make it story based and enticing, whatever. People may not, subscribe to my YouTube channel. They're not going to click through from TikTok over to my YouTube channel. But if the video pops up on their feed somehow, if it gets enough attention, then they could probably watch the full video on YouTube if the video on TikTok was enticing enough so that they watch the full version. That's what happened to my friend with the chicken thing. And I think it's better if the ideas are super specific. So that one was just a random example. But if it's super specific and someone who watched the TikTok video thought it was good, later is scrolling on YouTube and sees the same thing pop up and they recognize it's the same video. Literally using like a frame from the TikTok that is a thumbnail, making sure that it's in there would be like the best way to trigger that and get someone to click on it. I think that's a really cool way to make that sort of content get views on a platform like YouTube. So that's one reason I like the idea. Does that make sense?
If you have a young audience, it makes sense for you, Audrey. It makes absolute sense for you and everything like that. To be very real, I've almost no interest, at least for my main content from my main channel.
Yeah, well, it depends on, you know, the type of stuff you make, obviously.
I don't feel like, I mean, my stuff could be valuable to an under 25 audience if they're people who are serious, but it's the far minority of people that are serious and want to hustle and work hard, spend their money investing into their craft, spend their time doing that, and everyone just wants to blow up and everyone just wants attention, and no one wants to actually create anything meaningful anymore or value or anything challenging or anything unique. Everyone just wants to figure out what trend they can jump on, what tactic they can do, whatever. So it's like, I'm happier having I don't even care anymore if I grow on my main channel, to be honest with y'all, because at 500,000, there's like almost nothing worthwhile to get a gold play button aside from to say I did it. That's other people's dream and wish and want. I'm almost 40. I don't care anymore.
I mean, yeah, I'm at a different point. Like I think also, this is another side note, but this is also more specific to me, but it could probably apply to other niches as well. The thing with my niche being pretty saturated with like tutorials, for example, which is searchable content. It works if you do it well.
There's another thing I could probably tell you that would make a difference for your situation.
Okay. Wait, let me finish this thought. All right.
I'll tell you offline.
Okay. I feel like there's this need for like more, and I've said this before, of like actual people making things in videos. People enjoy watching them when they click on them. If a big content creator like Peter McKinnon makes a video like that, you can tell in the comments that people are like, this is awesome. You're actually making something. Like it's it's a need that I've seen a lot within, like just from my friends, that we like to see in these creators who used to make just tutorials. And I think this is kind of might be a way to bring in a new audience and kind of revitalize at least my niche into focusing more on like actually making stuff again in the videos. Not that the tutorials are anything wrong. I'm just saying like bring something new and like more process based, a little like challenging, but based on actually creating things in a way that's fun and engaging and teaching through doing instead of just, like sit down tutorials or whatever. And I think a lot of creators don't do that on YouTube because they just don't do well by themselves because they're not searchable. But maybe with like the TikTok spin and with that audience who's aware of the content, it could have a better chance of doing well on YouTube. I don't know.
I think that the value of TikTok is that, like you said, if they can recognize that, that thing from TikTok or that person from TikTok is on YouTube, then they're more likely to click just because of recognition and recall and basically a branding play. Mm-hmm. TikTok is a branding play. Roberto is sus. Yeah, the only reason I'm going to be on TikTok is just because eventually people who are under 25, most people are very fortunate and they end up growing up and they are over 25 at some point, which means that the more my face and voice exist and penetrates the ecosystems that they play in, the more likely when they do want something that I offer or something I talk about, then they'll maybe care about it or everything like that. Again, I just know for a fact, I'm just gonna be very real, I can't reach an audience of younger people unless I talk about people they actually give a shit about, and that's not me, like that are not me. I cannot reach younger people if I don't talk about the 30 creators they actually give a shit about.
Yeah.
It's literally just something.
True.
It's just
there's a platform for everything, I guess. You don't need to be on TikTok. Like, you don't have to if you don't want to. And that's totally cool. I think you could find a way to make it make sense on your...
It's a bad business move for me to not have a strong presence on TikTok.
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to keep, growing in a different space and stuff, I think you could do it if you wanted to. But if you don't want to, then I wouldn't.
Or we're just gonna because TikTok will randomly give things views. We're just going to make short form stuff out of my existing content, and we're going to put it there. And then I'm experimenting with YouTube Shorts, where I'm making like 100 motivational short form videos in YouTube Shorts or whatever. Or so we're going to then
Isn't that kind of like what Gary Vee does? I know he does trends as well, though. Like he has someone who does.
He actually doesn't mind trendy stuff and everything. Gary Vee was not a nerd in high school or middle school or any of that. Gary Vee was popular enough and liked in school. I was not, so that's fine. I'm not an extrovert, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Victoria,
like, I feel that, to be honest with you, I don't like YouTube. Introverts can win a little bit on YouTube. I don't know that introverts can win on TikTok. I don't think I've seen it.
Victoria would like to know, why are the views so much higher on TikTok than IG Reels?
It isn't no one always. Uses I know people. No, that's not true. It depends. Wow. It depends. I've seen people who can't get views on TikTok crush it on IG.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It depends. Algorithms are different. The algorithms are different. Different content performs on IG. You know, to be very real, TikTok has a predominantly male audience. YouTube has a predominantly male audience. Instagram is more balanced. Instagram is my most balanced demographic platform.
What is this new for you page coming to YouTube? Do y'all know about that?
It's gonna be kind of like something that is, hey, this is algorithmically for you, but we're going to promote stuff you haven't seen before and stuff that's new to YouTube, so that new creators, small creators get a chance.
How is that different than the homepage?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Very different algorithmically than the homepage. Are you kidding me? The homepage is like,
calm down.
The homepage is only about what you like. The homepage is based on what you have watched. This is stuff that you would not normally have theoretically watched, but it's still going to extract, like, because think about it, even your YouTube homepage, you're seeing stuff like from 3 and 5 years ago come up in your homepage recommended.
Right, yeah. I mean, I get recommended stuff that came out like 10 years ago, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now this means
I get
new
that.
and fresh content. So yeah.
That's cool.
But still catered to you.
Yeah, so James describes it as like new categories and genres catered to you based on what you've seen in your history.
But new content, because again, that's the homepage.
Right, so the age of it is...
Yes.
Or maybe not just the age, but the actual activity, right? Like that it's...
Recency. Like,
right, yeah.
Like more recent content, and then also...
Active channels.
But new channel, yeah, but also
right.
new, like, so it's, in many ways, it gives, because again, some people, like, I was talking to CoffeeZilla about this, right? Like, and here's like, I wish YouTube just gave me a randomizer button so that I could just find new creators. And
isn't that kind of what the TikTok For You page is?
I
mean, essentially, right?
Yeah, but this is also, I believe, going to include YouTube Shorts, which is another reason that they're making this other thing, is because, they shoehorned YouTube, which I get it, but YouTube Shorts is kind of annoying to me. I wish it just had its own app, to be honest.
I know.
Yeah.
Or at least its own tab or something.
I just, like, because I'm not the biggest fan of YouTube
They
Shorts.
look so annoying. Same reason with live streams. It just looks awful on your channel page or whatever. And I know that's not a big deal.
Live streams it depends. It doesn't always, to be honest with you. If not when you've like made the thumbnail to
that's
be
true.
At, like when you make the thumbnail to be specific, and when you also have a produced live stream.
James in the chat asked, any thoughts around YouTube Shorts? Do you think it'll take off or be dropped within a couple years?
It's the fastest thing growing creators right now. There are people who have literally gotten to 1 million subscribers exclusively on YouTube Shorts that never had a chance in YouTube before. They're not going to take that away.
Sorry, what were your thoughts, Audrey?
No, I just said that's interesting. I didn't know it was doing that well.
I think that it is for some
Max
people
the
who
Meat
are
Guy is one of the best examples.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched one.
Romina, can you pull
YouTube
up
short.
can you pull up and share on the screen Max the Meat Guy so we can just show people an example of like what's crushing it in YouTube Shorts?
Yeah.
Like his stuff is just exploding.
Is it like the same type of stuff that works well on TikTok?
He started doing well on TikTok, then came over to YouTube Shorts. He's crushing it on IG as well. It's the same content. It's like you'll see why.
Is there a how do I access shorts?
Okay, so normally, see, that's the other thing. They need to give it its own tab, but YouTube's getting really
Right. I mean, it's not. Oh, I see. Okay, I got to look for the ones I got. Yeah, I got one. The Forbidden Dorito. Let's go. It's
you guys
happening.
share it on the screen.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta hide all of my forbidden tabs. All right. Share. Let's go over here. Bada bing. Bada boom.
He's bigger than me with 1/10 of the videos in a fraction of the time. Not even a year on YouTube. Half a million in not even a year.
All right, guys, here we go.
Oh,
So again, you can see
What?
how editing wise that did well for him. Like
Wait
Romina,
a
pull up
this hurts my brain.
and this is 12 seconds.
Wait,
Think about all the effort to make that.
can you really make Doritos out of watermelons? Is that what just happened?
But like, is he getting brand deals and stuff? Like, how is he monetizing this?
Oh, he's getting. Well, he's in on the creator fund now because now there's a creator fund kind of like TikTok. I think he's monetized on Instagram now.
I mean, he must have partnered with Doritos on this, right?
Probably.
I mean, he's put
Is
it in
disclosed?
the well, he put was flaming hot limon Doritos in the description.
He's a new YouTuber. He may not be aware of all the ways you need to disclose if you are partnered. I don't know that he is, though. I don't know that he is. He might not be. He might be trying to get partnered with them, so I'm not going to speak to that. But I'll reach out to him, and I'll just like, hey, like, just in case this ever comes up, do these things. Because that's the other thing. There's so many creators blowing up and being successful that they don't know everything they need to know. They don't know what they're supposed to disclose in terms of brand deals with the for the audience and for the FTC. They don't know anything about taxes and saving up their money. They don't know anything about if they go. I might have to make a video about if you go viral. Here, like 10 things, like not how to go viral, but if you go viral, here's everything you really need to know. Because if you end up going viral and you end up getting these offers, you don't know how to do brand deals, you don't know how to disclose them, you don't know how to file taxes, you don't know how to put aside the money, you don't like. It's like it becomes going viral could be great, but it could also create a lot of problems.
I feel like KDX said like who would click on this. I don't think people are really searching. Isn't it more like a scroll? Like
It's
again,
a scroll and recommendation. It's a recommendation and scroll thing.
Okay.
And no, people click on food content all the time. Like it's a whole thing. And again, even his regular YouTube videos that are not shorts, which he mostly does shorts. The regular YouTube videos do okay on views. They don't do great. He does enough of them that where he would make some money, and now he's in the partner program, so it like makes that. But he has some good stuff here. I wish he would do more of some of the other videos, and the bread and butter is shorts. But I wish he would just for me as a business person, I wish he would do more of other stuff, whether it's compilations of the stuff that then makes it long, and then that could win. But also he did a dry ager thing, like in terms of a meat thing. He has some of the best meat tools in terms of like a dry like he could dry age anything, you know. He has all these utensils, he has all this stuff, and like there's enough of that to where people who are really invested in the culinary arts might actually be really interested in long form content from him, to be honest. This stuff is for like a vapid, like, oh, that just looks cool, or oh, that makes me hungry, or oh, I'm gonna go out to eat now, like, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that there's so much potential in terms of his actual expertise not being shown off. It's the spectacle of Max the Meat Guy versus his expertise. That's fine. He's not branding as an expert, but it's like clearly he's got some wizardry going on, and he's got all the tools and all the things. And there are people who would benefit.
I'm sorry, I had to.
KDX. KDX wants to know what's interesting about making watermelon into Doritos.
Just that sentence by itself intrigues
Oh, here's a regular
me.
video of his. He has a video that's 8 minutes that has 100,000 views from 4 months ago, where he turned a tomahawk steak into a tomahawk.
You know, this is making me very hungry, and I don't appreciate you sharing this. I mean, you know, I love steak. This is
all I want is steak. Now. I just want meat now. That's all I want.
This is torture right now. I'm looking at these thumbnails and I'm salivating.
But you can see how he just gets bingeable views now. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, of course. Plus, also, and I'm gonna put this very plainly: meat lovers love their meat.
Do they just like autoplay? Is it the same as a normal video?
Yes. If you are on desktop.
Are there
if you're
ads?
on mobile. No, unless you're on desktop, only if you're on mobile, which is why the Creators Fund, because just like TikTok, you don't make any money on YouTube with this, even if you're monetized, unless you're in the Creators Fund, unless they watch it on desktop. Then you get regular ads, maybe, and then you'd get money, maybe. But the thing is, only on the things that are over 30 seconds, because no ads play on videos that are under 30 seconds on YouTube.
Yeah.
You guys mentioned earlier wanting a separate app for shorts.
Like YouTube
now,
Kids. Yep. Just like YouTube Kids.
Hold on. IGTV got its own app. Do y'all have IGTV installed on your phone?
There's an app
different.
for that?
That's different. I did, but that's different. And that's
why is it different?
Because YouTube already established that it could do it successfully with YouTube Kids. That's number one. Number two, we're talking about like not letting shorts overshadow or like be there in like the regular like YouTube side, interrupting people's like feed in that way that they don't want. And then it would work with YouTube because YouTube is infinitely bigger than Instagram, just straight up.
They're already in the video game. Wait, did you see that thing about Instagram saying they're going to transfer to video like as their focus?
Oh, yeah.
I'm irritated by that, to be very
I am too. Like, I feel like they just need to stay in their lane and like keep the photo stuff.
Photographers are pissed.
Well, not just photographers, but also graphic designers and illustrators, because they're, artists, right?
Because like
everybody,
there's already apps. Like they're not going to be able to compete with TikTok, right? Like I don't know, or YouTube. I don't know why they don't just try and make sure they take over the photo.
I should talk to Chase Jarvis, and we should make an Instagram competitor that actually stays true to what Instagram was supposed to be.
Do it. Flickr.
But no, an actual social media, like, and maybe it's just no video. Maybe, ironically, it's just no video.
Mm-hmm. I know they're always trying to grow and stuff, but like, I feel like IGTV was a sign. Like, why?
They're chasing YouTube and TikTok. They're even like, I'm for them paying creators, by the way, but they're trying to like do the, like, all right, if you're going to go there and you're going to emulate YouTube and TikTok, like, give us damn trophies, give us play buttons or something then. Like, I'm so annoyed that there's not any of these platforms that has followed suit with YouTube with doing the simplest thing besides paying people is just give people trophies and watch them create content for you. Even if you didn't pay them. If Instagram, which is going to start paying, but not very much, but like, even if Instagram and Facebook just didn't even pay creators would be happy with just getting a damn trophy. I'm not even joking.
Can't you monetize on Twitter now?
Some people
sort of, and some people do. Like, of all people, I didn't get I'm still pending or whatever. Of all people, they didn't like monetize me immediately, and like, of all people. And then like, and I'm not saying that to be pretentious. I mean, I'm just serious. Like, I'm verified. I have almost 50,000 followers, and I'm the guy who talks about monetizing content creators. That's kind of a person.
Well, I mean, Twitter's whack.
Yeah.
Twitter's whack. I mean, let's be real. Because, like, you know, you look at, like, Graham Stephan, for example. He ain't verified on Twitter.
That's ridiculous.
And we're like,
And people are out here crypto scamming in his name, and he's not like. I mean, are you serious?
I just don't understand that at all. And then I
Yeah.
have friends who have less than 1,000 followers and are verified.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
well, you could do that back in the day without having to be famous. All you had to do was just a matter of verifying your ID.
well, I mean, the reason that they are is because they're journalists. And
well, that'll
so because they worked for some kind of publication, like automatically they would get verified through Twitter because of reasons.
Yes, sure.
Because Twitter loves journos. But outside of that realm, right, you would think that someone like Graham Stephan would.
I mean, it did the same thing with Peter McKinnon. It took like so long for him to get verified. It was a joke
we had to lobby Twitter to verify Peter McKinnon. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, we made it a meme, but it was serious. It was like,
yeah.
I want to bring back the conversation here to something a little bit more serious, right? I want to go in depth into this conversation about TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about?
If you say Bryce Hall, I'm gonna jump out this window.
Tell us how you really feel. How do you guys feel about the encouraging a new generation of creators to make short form content, like to really encourage this kind of thing, as opposed to doing something that's more in depth for YouTube or making longer form content like movies or shows or actual short films, things like that?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that there is value in that? Do you think that would lead to creators wanting to do documentaries and something more longer form? Or do you think that we're just perpetuating?
I think there's a lot of people on TikTok who just make content in a shorter format just because that's how it gets distributed. But then there's a lot of people who do like other things. I don't think a lot of people who are smart anyway are just TikTokers. Like, there's a lot of filmmakers on TikTok. There's a lot of photographers on TikTok. There's a lot of people who do the stylists that do like other things, but they just make content on there. I don't think like for film or anything that we're gonna, like, I see a bunch of people who make mini shorts on TikTok. I think if you ask them and if they had the opportunity to work on a full length short, they would probably jump on it immediately. I think it's more of a way to just
they're doing it because it goes viral.
They're doing it because it goes,
They're doing it because it goes viral and it gets attention. Because if TikTok didn't promise basically that anybody can go viral, no one would give a shit.
Yeah. But
YouTube's
it's
algorithm for shorts and Instagram's algorithm for reels was entirely predicated on copying the idea of giving people a little bit of a taste of being potentially viral. And it's the only reason 90% of people bother to make short form content, especially knowing they can't really make money off of it by itself unless they go viral and then build a following and then use that as leverage for brand deals. They know they can't monetize short form content, and therefore they wouldn't be making it, and they wouldn't be making vertical videos for damn sure if it wasn't that it could make them go viral and then they can be popular. And again, the platform is mostly dominated by young people. They are doing it strictly for attention with no real thought as to long-term implications. Some people, and Connor Man has a point, some people, it's an easy creative outlet. I applaud that. I'm for that. That's why I'm not against the platform itself, and I was against the idea of people banning it when they wanted to come up with all the China stuff and everything. Oh, what happened? What happened? What happened to that? You made me make 3 videos about how this thing's going to get banned potentially. It's like, and then
I think we got other reasons to ban.
Well, elections have consequences. But the thing is, I don't believe people would make content on TikTok at the same scale that we're seeing, and they wouldn't have made a YouTube Shorts and they wouldn't have made an IG Reels if it wasn't for the fact that people went there for the chance to go viral, and they're playing the viral video lottery, and they actually believe they can win, unlike in YouTube where they know they cannot. And that's like, so when you know you can't win in YouTube, you go to TikTok. That's true, straight up. TikTok, if you know you can't win in YouTube, you go to TikTok, you get some virality, and then you come back and then you try to make YouTube work. But that, to me, sends itself the wrong signal. It does and it doesn't. In a good way, it's like, go where you can, fight and win.
Right.
But it's like, but it also feels like, okay, wow, way to like say that working harder at some way to show people that working harder at something doesn't get them more results and discourage them from working harder at something and being patient and taking longer because you're just making it easy to get something fast, even if it isn't even practical or make money or whatever. Oh, here you go, fast attention and fame and all of this stuff that you want with no practicality underlying it for no reason. Here you go. Like it's kind of that disappoints me.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Well.
I don't like how it's like. I think there's a handful of really smart people on there who use it to get their name out there, and because unfortunately having numbers a lot of the time makes people or companies trust you more and give you opportunities, whether like it's an agency who signs a photographer who happens to go viral on TikTok, even though there could be 30 people on Instagram with smaller followings who are just as good or not better, but they sign the TikToker just because they have more eyeballs. And there's nothing really wrong with that, but
there is plenty wrong with that because in a lot of ways,
it's frustrating.
You're literally saying you don't have to be a better talent. You just have to be you don't have to actually be a better producer, a better talent, a better anything. All you have to do is be better
at getting views.
All you have to do is get attention and pander to the lowest common denominator on the easiest platform possible. That sends entirely the wrong message of what being a creator or influencer should be. And I don't believe in, to be honest with you, I don't believe in lowering the bar and making it easier on people. Yeah. And that sounds pretentious and that sounds gatekeepery, but think about it. There should be I believe in the access to the resource being available. That's what YouTube does. That's what TikTok does. That's what Kindle and Amazon does. Anyone can be a writer now. Spotify with podcasting and music and DistroKid and Apple and you being able to be an independent musician. I believe in letting people have these tools that give them the means of production and giving them free access to distribution and letting the market decide. What I don't believe in is then lowering the bar arbitrarily with a rigged algorithm to blow people up for no reason and talent not being a factor. I don't believe in just giving the incentive of artificial virality and attention to people who haven't had to become disciplined in any way. That's just not a good message to send to people.
Yeah, I don't like that either, obviously.
Especially young people. Yeah.
I think that's the majority of the culture too. But like I said, I tweeted something today or yesterday about how I had a love-hate relationship with TikTok. And then one of my friends answered, it's because you're on the wrong side of it. And I mean, I kind of agree with her. I think there's pockets of TikTok that are super toxic, like the most popular ones, which is unfortunate, but
that's the problem, see?
And that's the problem, and I do not like that. But then there's also a small pockets here and there of genuine talent who are just using it to their advantage, which...
Do you think that the biggest TikTokers are the most talented ones?
No. That's easy.
No hesitation.
I think it's definitely a small small portion who are actually genuinely talented, but for the vast majority, they're definitely not. Any of those,
would you say of the biggest YouTubers,
Bryce Hall, blah blah blah.
Would you say that for the biggest YouTubers though that's true or no?
I think the rate would be a lot higher.
Exactly.
A lot higher.
Exactly. And Instagram, the celebrities are the biggest. So.
Yeah, I mean there are YouTubers who got famous for similar reasons as to why a lot of these new TikTokers got famous, but.
Sure.
They're not as impactful or influential.
But I could also make arguments for actual genuine talent there, even with using that tactic.
There's definitely more work, at least that went into it.
You don't have to like some of these people. You don't have to like Jake Paul or
say Tana Mojo
or David Dobrik or any of these people. But you can't deny their talent. You cannot deny their talent.
Yeah, I could even argue that Tana Mojo is good at storytelling.
Tana Mojo is good at quite a few things, actually. She's actually
and being good on camera.
She's actually good at a lot of things that are genuinely a talent. The same thing with like there's a lot I can compliment Jake and Logan Paul on, like specifically. David Dobrik obviously is talented. Gabby Hanna,
Can't really think
despite,
too much about like who's a top on TikTok who has barely anything going on.
like, oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
I mean,
There's
a lot
like
of those people who got famous just for being attractive. I feel like
There
that's
is
a
a lot of
factor
that.
everywhere, but like it's
no, not on
very
YouTube.
prevalent on.
Not on
that's
YouTube.
true. You can get
YouTube, you can be below average, and there are big YouTubers that are average to below average. No offense to anybody. Like
on TikTok,
terms
that
of
can be
looks.
the only factor, and you can go viral just for sitting there. So
Yeah.
you know,
like even with Twitch, and then with YouTube, you have VTubers, people who don't even show their face. You have a lot of faceless YouTubers that are big. Dream, for example, and stuff like that. But like Jake Paul and Logan Paul are tremendous athletes. They actually have physical talent and ability. Logan has proven that he's actually very intelligent and very practical about this industry in a lot of different ways. There are other things to negatively say about them, obviously. Same thing with David Dobrik and Gabby Hanna, but you can't argue and debate that like David Dobrik isn't a brilliant creative director. You can't argue that he's not a great creative director. You can't argue, in my opinion, that Gabby Hanna is actually really good at making music videos and music and art in that way. You can argue all you want about drama or this or that with who's another controversial creator. Like Boogie. Boogie's controversial, and Boogie's not conventionally attractive, and Boogie has a beloved audience, myself included, and Boogie's accomplished a lot in his life, you know? iDubbbz is not conventionally attractive, or even Ethan from H3, and they are successful, and that in YouTube you can do that on YouTube.
James said there's a lot of attractive challenge vlog YouTubers, many who have fallen off. I mean, I think that was just a different era of YouTube.
It's a different era.
Back then, people didn't know they could make it into a career, you know?
It's a different era. It's different economics. The economics of YouTube were different before 2016. The economics of YouTube were vastly different between 2016. As someone who was around back then, I can tell you that. I can tell you all that.
Yeah. I don't know if it can be compared because...
Yeah, it's not the same.
Now people go into it knowing that they can make money or they can get a following.
And now there's actually instructions on how to be successful. You know, there's actual owner's manual now. So I mean, it's not like the same. Back in my day, there was almost nothing on how to actually be successful on YouTube. And even then, it was relegated largely to how to get views and maybe how to get subs, and it was a lot of tactical stuff and whatever. YouTube used to put out something really good. They used to have a creator playbook, and it actually used to be really good. It used to tell you about the algorithm. And so, and then they destroyed all copies of it from the internet that were actually useful, and only ones that exist on the internet are the ones that aren't really telling you anything.
I saved mine. I saved mine as a PDF.
Yeah, same.
Don't say
Same.
I'll sell it.
The FBI is coming for you
for 10,500 Doge.
Oh my god.
Doge is burning right now.
Yeah, but I ain't selling. I'm holding.
Oh god.
To the moon.
Screw diamond hands.
To the moon, man.
Here. Nah,
no. I already made my gains, man. Like we're done. Like now it's just I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it for the lulz.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know, we have our little side hustle that we won't tell anyone to invest in ever.
Yeah, no.
That we will not recommend.
Mike said something interesting in the chat. He says, I make sales of physical product on TikTok. Which I think is an interesting,
and I could see that working. That's interesting, and I could see that working. To be very real with you, I could see that working. You know, I mean, the thing that I wonder if it would work on TikTok is I wonder if my wildlife stuff would work in terms of or my photography in general. I wonder if my photography in general would work on TikTok. Maybe.
I think if you wanted to, you could do the have you guys seen those videos of like doctors or something who like I've seen a couple videos of I guess like entrepreneur people who make videos about stocks and stuff who like simplify
I kind of hate a lot of those videos, and a lot of them give bad advice. Financial TikTok is like the worst.
I know. I just use that as an example. There's also like doctors who are on there, which I guess you could argue the same thing. But I feel like Roberto, you could do something where you're like an expert and you like
No,
use that
I really
format
I'm kind of am
if you wanted
disinterested
to.
in. I hear you, but I couldn't do it if I wanted to because I'm not interested or passionate about it in
Yeah.
that way. So I can't do it actually if I want to because it won't be. It's like maybe people would be interested, and maybe people would click on it, but it's like, but even if it worked, I wouldn't like it. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
be into it. I wouldn't be
There's
consistent.
no point then.
There's no point. Like, I cannot do things that I'm not very either interested in or passionate about or that don't have a novelty or a challenge to them. And
Yeah.
I'm not invested. Like, I'd have to believe that going to TikTok actually accomplished something. And not just for me, but like even for the audience of people that I wanted to like do. And the thing is, it's like, I feel like going and doing anything financial, even though I can tell people real financial stuff on TikTok, just invites more like people to want to like just think everybody's a scam or whatever, or that it's like I could go there and I could be the realest person, and it's just like there's not enough maturity there to make me interested in that. And then when regards to art and even photography, I'm even like not tempted in a way. I'm like, oh, that could be interesting, but then I thought about it, I'm like, no, I don't want the most immature people in the world nitpicking over things I'm actually interested in making. That's a good way to like invite toxicity into my passion, and so screw
Yeah.
that. Like, I just like I mean, it's no offense, and I sound super judgy and super boomery right now, but it's like I just don't feel like, aside from just repurposing my existing content in the format for TikTok, I don't feel like making original content for TikTok because frankly, I just don't like the culture.
Yeah. Can I be real with you guys? So
Please.
this entire time I've been watching Max the Meat Guy video.
Oh my god.
I knew it.
Romina.
I don't
How
blame her.
dare
It's my
you.
fault. It's my fault.
Dude,
I don't blame her. It's
I'm
my fault.
freaking I'm like I'm this is making me hungry. I just had dinner.
But all you want to do is just.
But all I want to do is like fry a steak right now. Like grill a steak. This is what I want right now.
Oh god.
Max the Meat Guy, like and subscribe. Like,
I mean, I
great name.
do like watching like grilling type stuff because I get
Oh, yes.
ideas. I mean, I love cooking. I love cooking. And I'm very experimental. I love just like grabbing spices and just making stuff and not following recipes. So I can easily just like binge this type of content because I grab the ideas and I grab ingredients that I can use or even methods of cooking. And I just like learn them just from watching it once. And then the next time that I feel like cooking something like that, I remember it's like in my bank of memories of ways to cook something.
Yeah.
yeah. Like that NARP barbecue, huh?
Oh man.
We
Narp.
should have
NARP
oh,
barbecue
guys, we
edition.
need to have a reunion now that COVID's
NARP
better.
reunion, barbecue edition. Yeah, barbecue edition.
Barbecue
Yeah.
edition.
Wait,
Barbecue
Romina, are
edition.
you gonna come for any conferences?
Are you gonna cry if I don't?
Yes.
No.
Come to Vid Summit or
Vid
People
Summit?
Video or something.
Maybe. I gotta get to I don't man, it's just that Vid Summit, like I can't justify the price, you know what I'm saying?
Get
Yeah.
someone to cover it or something. Get somebody to cover it or sponsor it or volunteer and then pay $0 and just do the
No,
flight.
because then I'm paying with my volunteering and I ain't about that life for cons. I don't like that
It's
for cons.
worth it.
We can
It's
sneak
worth
you in, Romina. We'll just disguise.
Or I can
you.
just go and hang out on the outside, like in the
That's
hotel
true.
lobby.
Wait, we can do the the thing where like you wear the stilts and then we just wear a giant jacket.
No, you have to use the ladder trick. You just have to use the ladder trick.
I'll just be like 7'5" for a day, and they'll never
just
know.
use the ladder trick. Just use the ladder trick. You can go in anywhere as long as you have a ladder.
As long as you have a ladder and some overalls.
As long as you have a ladder, you wear a hat, you wear a black t-shirt and
Or-
jeans, and that's like,
Or if you're wearing a Starbucks apron. If you're wearing a Starbucks apron and you got the cup holder thing and you just walk in with the bunch.
We can put you in a suitcase and roll you in and pretend like you're camera gear. They'll never know. And a
Classic.
giant pelican case. Those things are pretty big. I feel like you could fit in one.
I absolutely could fit in one because I put myself into a carry-on case once for a YouTube video.
If you don't have
It's
to pay
been
for
proven.
if you don't have to pay for a ticket, will you go to Vid Summit?
Maybe.
Okay.
You can stay with
When
me.
is it?
We have
October?
a nice couch.
October.
That's realistic.
I'm probably going to be doing Vid Summit, VidCon, People of Video, and Social Media Day.
When's VidCon?
It's I think also in October or something.
It's just like everything's changed for
Yeah.
this year, you know. So
Yeah.
Is
course
People
it
of
did.
Video worth it?
Yes.
Okay.
I've never been.
It's what VidCon, sorry, not VidCon, it's what Vid Summit used to be before it got bigger.
Yeah.
And it's therefore also affordable. It's in upstate New York. It's
Oh,
yeah,
I like
okay.
that. I already like that.
Ooh, I could also go birding while I'm in upstate New York. I could just
Oh my goodness. You can take pictures of pigeons downtown.
upstate New York, not New York City. It's
You
not New York
kidding?
City, it's upstate New York. So it's like I can go and I could probably go to somebody's farm in upstate and I could probably get like some really good shots. Like yeah, I have the new well not new, well it's new-ish. I have a new camera. I have the A9 II. This is the wildlife and sports camera. It's a little cheaper than the Alpha 1.
Nice.
This isn't the one that you're talking about. Yeah, the one that you were DMing me over.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that one? No.
I think so. Like this is the A9 II. So this is 4,500.
Is this the new? No, that's not the one. The one that you were DMing
Oh no,
me.
no, not the
That
embargo,
one
no,
is
like,
that
yeah.
one is the secret.
That's not out yet.
Romina.
No, I'm just saying.
It was
no,
supposed to be. It was supposed to come out yesterday, but
Okay, see, I'm not crazy
delays.
because he messaged me
Delays.
last week or 2 weeks
Yep.
ago when you said
Yep.
that. All right, okay.
You
Yep.
heard nothing.
So it's still on the loan. Yes, you didn't see anything.
No one heard anything.
Well, this isn't the thing that needs to be embargoed. This is in the market and
Yeah.
anyone can buy it if they can afford it.
Mm.
But I have no regrets about spending the money on this, and like
You spared no
again,
expense.
I did spare some expense because the alternative was this or the $6,000 camera, and I'm like, $6,700 camera, so like almost $7,000. I was like, nah, I'll take the $5,000 camera instead of the $7,000 camera. So like, thank you very much. And because again, I just don't feel like as good as I think I am. I don't think I'm good enough to justify that camera just yet.
Wait, guys, this is actually a really great topic. If we want to talk about this next week, is do you actually need the $5,000 camera?
Yes.
No, all right. No, that wasn't the question. That was like the supposed title for the topic of next week. All right, here we go. Roberto, where's the hashtag? Here we go. Roberto Flex. Wait, guys, we can actually
quality print.
we can actually talk about this next.
Topic of our barbecue.
I think it'll be good. Next week we can actually talk about equipment and whether people actually can justify having expensive equipment or if they really need it or not. I think it's a good topic of conversation. We can definitely go into that.
The answer is it depends.
All right. Well, hold on. Wait, guys, don't say it now. We'll talk about it next week. What's the
I
matter
just
with you?
spoiled next week's episode.
Great. Well,
Tune
now we
in
have to talk
next
about
week.
something else. Yeah, see? Look at that. Connor agrees with me.
Yep.
What camera do you need?
All of them.
KDX says epic bird photo.
Thank you, KDX.
Diaz says that bird.
Is there anything we're missing with TikTok that we didn't talk about yet?
I think
TikTokers we actually like.
Audrey Ember.
Yeah, me and my 50 followers
What about me,
in
guys?
my 2 videos. How
guys
was your
forget-
tea thing?
Did you guys forget about
Everybody-
me and my tea?
Oh yeah.
I did it
that's-
before Gary V and his tea show.
Oh damn. That's fair.
Sue him.
Anyway, I would like to bring back my TikTok tea thing, but it's just like it's one of those things that I just stopped because
it doesn't get views.
no, well actually it does get views. I just wasn't getting any followers.
Ah.
And that was because I was getting a lot of views, especially when I did Stranger Things stuff, like I cosplayed as Stranger Things, so I had a lot of like teeny bopper.
Okay,
Stranger
you know
Things
what would do
followers.
well for you? The cosplay.
Yeah, man, but I ain't a cosplayer, you know? So it's like I
It's a
don't
lot of
have
effort too every
could
day.
be. You could be.
I know I could be, but I don't it's not something that, you know, it's not like I can't start doing that tomorrow. You know,
see.
I need to actually start. I'd have to collect costumes and like get all the stuff, and
You
like
don't
people
got that
do it really
frenemies
well.
money. You ain't got that frenemies money.
Right. And
You
there's
ain't got
people
the
who do it really
5%.
well.
You ain't got the 5%.
I don't do it very well.
You do it fine.
But for
You do it well
cons,
enough.
I like
Oh,
for
yeah.
cons. You know, I'm not like I don't consider myself a cosplayer. Just like I like wearing costumes when the event calls for it.
Sure.
But I feel like, I mean, there is a thing.
That's why I became a cosplay photographer versus the cosplayer after a while. 'Cause
Yeah.
I could do a couple
Well, I mean, I
costumes
feel
had to
like there
borrow them all
is
the
a
time.
there is something there because whenever I tell people about my TikTok, like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on TikTok. Oh, what do you do? Or all I do is drink tea. They like crack up and think that it's the greatest thing ever. But so I think that there's like potential there. I think it's just about finding the right format for it
If
that
you did
really
exactly the
clicks,
same
right?
thing you did, if you did exactly the same thing you did, but there was either a voiceover or text that was also you doing tea while maybe throwing shade at whatever's current in the news, like whatever is current in the influencer news cycle, that would also just get attention and followers and views and money probably. So I mean that's what I think would work, is probably doing exactly what you were doing, but now adding the element of here's also a current event.
Maybe.
Because it would the title, because
I mean,
title,
there's like research involved there too.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm not
if you
aware
just
of what's
use,
going on.
oh, hot takes and tea. Nope, because hot takes and tea.
Hot takes and tea.
Hot takes and tea.
You could just roast someone
So all
subtly.
it is a one-liner. So all it is like a one-liner, and then you sip the tea, and it's like, I said what I said.
Have you seen that girl who's like a radio host and she just posts like, does anyone know what I'm talking about? She posts like, she basically just says like a one-liner that's funny and she's on air and then it just like segues to music. But for you, and it does have to be news related or like sometimes it's related to things that are trending, but it's more like funny and self-deprecating sometimes. And then it just transitions to the music, but instead of music, it could be you drinking tea. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, you'll have to show me later because I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I can probably show.
Mike says to auction your wildlife prints to get me into Vet Summit. Yeah, Roberto's like, you're right. Those prints are mine.
They were expensive too. Ish.
Yeah, but hey, KDX wants the bird photo for his office. So
I am working on a Shopify store to sell my prints, believe it or not. It's gonna take me a minute, but I'm working on it.
okay, so then the idea is I'm going to relaunch my TikTok. Audrey is going to direct a fake boxing match
with you
and Roberto is going to host a barbecue.
Yep.
Reunion. All right.
Yep.
Okay. So we're good here.
That's a good plan.
I have to figure out how to get Max, the meat guy, to cook for us though.
He can come to our barbecue.
Yep.
I'll tell him I'll film like 10 videos.
He can throw our barbecue. like this barbecue brought to you by Max the meat
Doesn't
guy.
he live in China?
I forget.
I think he lives in China because I read a lot of that in the comments. Like people asking him about because
I'll fly him.
This is barbecue is getting more and more costly.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, Roberto has pictures of big cats. He's got lions and he's got a lion and a tiger, yeah?
Romina, hit them with that full screen.
Oh my god. All right, hold on.
Romina, hit them with the full screen.
I'm going. Oh, oops. I messed up. Oh god. All right, well. I wonder if they can still hear us
Yeah, I think
When
I
we're
can
not
hear you.
on the cam.
Oh,
I just wonder.
can you guys hear us?
Can you guys hear? You just pop in.
Can you guys hear
Can you
us
guys
when
hear us
Roberto's
when
having-
Roberto's in full screen? Tell us in the chat, please.
Oh no! Don't step on the tiger. No,
Ooh,
do it.
I like the flamingos. Oh, where is it going?
Did the tiger just die? Oh wait, the tiger's back there. It's fine.
Wait. They asked for big cats, not flamingos. Oh, he can't hear me again. I forgot. Oh, here we go. Here we
Ooh.
go. Some gorillas. What's that? It's got
The
like a little-
commentary. And here we have a wild gorilla. I can't do the accent. Romina, can you do the accent?
R.I.P. Harambe. Wait, what?
The David Attenborough accent.
No, because I am not male.
Well, all right. You can still do the. You can still,
Ooh, that's a good
you can
one.
Still do the accent, dude. This looks like a Bob Ross painting.
I mean, kind of. It's not. Doesn't
It
have enough.
does.
It doesn't have enough
Look at
clouds.
look at all the
It doesn't
happy
have
little
enough-
trees. There's
doesn't have
happy
enough
little
clouds.
trees. Oh,
Right here. Oh, he's got two coming at us at once. He's got two coming at. All right, he's gonna drop. Something is
oh my
gonna fall.
goodness.
All right, tiger. What's that tiger thinking? Oh, that was really quick. He didn't give us time to appreciate that.
I
one.
was there. I think it really just wanted to sleep.
Oh, that one's pretty
that
nice. I like the
one
contrast
looks
on
like
that
he's
one.
gonna murder us. Not gonna lie.
Why? Why would you say such
Did
a
you
good-
see that thing? Look at it. Look at us. Look at that.
That's not.
It is out for blood.
Oh, wow. Have you ever seen a flamingo feeding its young?
Yeah, it like shoves it down its throat, right?
Oh, look. Is that the same tiger as the other one, Audrey? You were there,
Yeah.
so you would know.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same tiger?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
you
think
don't
so.
know?
It was through glass. I think that was the only one that was moving.
I see. All right.
We
All
did
right.
some commentary.
Oh, we did commentary. You're going to have to play that back, Roberto, because like we
Okay.
killed it.
All right.
I think you didn't spend enough time on the big cats, which was the question initially, but you got carried
Well-
away with the flamingos.
The flamingos were easier because of location. I mean, Audrey was there. Like the big cats were harder to get good shots of, and they were like tired and stuff like that. And it's so there was.
You mean because they're in a cage?
it was
Yep.
because it was ridiculously hot that day.
Have you guys seen this? I think I showed Roberto this picture.
My apes are great.
Wow. That is, I want that on your profile. My apes are great.
Maybe
Zero
not.
context outside of that.
I just think I sent you from my latest outing. I sent you like a lot of my because I haven't printed all of my new stuff. I printed some of the landscape stuff I got from when I went to Montana in 2019, and
Yeah.
then I printed one of the apes. I printed that on canvas instead of on the wood. Because by the way, those are all wood. With the exception of the one with the ape, that's then fabric canvas, but the rest of these are wood. That's
Wait,
why they...
Sorry, Roberto, did I show you this picture?
Oh, that's dope. That was at the zoo?
It's not at the one in Atlanta, but I literally put my phone through the fence.
Oh dear God in heaven.
It looks cool though. It was worth
You
it.
see, the best camera that you have is the one that you have on you.
And maybe not risking your. I mean, it couldn't get my hand. It could have maybe eaten my phone, but
You could have lost a finger there. That's why I got that big old telephoto lens.
Yeah, Roberto's like, I'm going to sit 5 miles away.
Yep.
in the safety zone.
Yep.
He's going to be like the photographer in The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, taking pics of the snow leopard hiding in the mountains. Guys, shall we wrap this up?
Sure, let's do that.
Sure. Dude, I talked so much today.
Yes.
Wow.
I
Okay,
talked more than Romina today.
Should we give you a medal? Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I was busy watching some guy cook steak for 20 minutes, so
Oh my goodness.
all right.
Worth it.
Outro
All right.
time.
Should we distract for a couple seconds?
Wait, no, because I had an outro, and then I'm mentally, Tune in next week as we discuss camera gear and we debate the merits of a $500 camera versus a $5,000 camera. Which one will triumph? Stay tuned for the epic conclusion next week on Nope. This has been your trio of hosts, including Romina with the good hair, and Audrey, TikTok on the clock, Ember, and of course your Dark Lord of the interwebs, the person who buys all the camera gear he possibly can for no other reason than probably that he can, Roberto Blake. Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, and review. We'll catch you next week. Nope.